Like that.
Yes, it's on.
I'm Redneck Terry, and everybody said you guys would like to watch some of these oddball projects I do. I work on anything from a little bit of metalworking to woodworking to a bunch of old trucks. And this is my little world. I've got an old shed here I built out of a junked tin shed in a tent garage. We got my old 85 Dodge right here that I'm working on. I converted it from a 3/4 ton 2-wheel drive to a 1-ton 4-wheel dually. I got the little shed I built out of pallets over there. We'll get more into this guy. It's all kinds of fun. We got my old 86 here. I'm not sure what's gonna go with this one. Come summertime, we'll probably be putting a motor in that old Ram Charger. It identifies as a 6-cylinder anymore. That's a project a friend of mine's got going. And we got my old 54 right here. It's a 1.5-ton Dodge. We're converting it over to 12-volt positive or negative ground. And we're just getting going on it. Got to rebuild the carburetor yet. One of our other projects is going to replace this fence that was poorly done. There's another little project, a little swing I scrounged. I'm going to plane up some wood and make a new seat for it. Oh, and we're being greeted by Gemma, my vicious house hippo. Come on up over this way. Been putting together this little wood shop here. She, built most of this out of the whole exterior is scrounged up pallets. And a little bit of the tin from that old shed. Here's a project I've been working on. It's the best we could guess. It's like 46 ish metal hacksaw. I've already had to try and figure out all the spring mechanism. I think I got that straightened out. Got to replace this and do it a little better. Find me a piece of metal rod that's a little bit bigger than that one. We'll be getting into that some more. Scrounged up these good old windows, and they're 1/2 inch thick, so they're bulletproof. My welder and brake, that's a shear and a brake and a roller in one. Kind of a little deal, a little spot I'm working on for a bandsaw and my grinder. Here's kind of where there's an oddball posit stuff. Another project is to fix this old compressor here and get that to stay in. This one here takes forever to air up and noisy. Got some parts to try and fix it. We'll be getting into that. And then the mess that is my shop. Oh, and we're greeted by the old garage cat. That's Tom. He's a little bit of a freeloader. But as you can see, this is a work in progress. This old bench right here, been kicking it around forever and it just doesn't work out in my spot. So we're going to be tearing it apart and using that to make a sanding table downdraft in it. It'll probably be one of the first projects I cover. A friend of mine, Get Lost Mike, is over. He's going to help me move these wall lockers today, so we can start getting all this set back up. Then wall lockers will be here for right now. Eventually, we're going to move them over here once we get all this stuff straightened around. But I got to make spots to put stuff because the weather around here isn't all that great this time of year. We got a bench I've been working on right here. This is the original bench, even though it's covered in crap right now. And this is kind of the extension I did to try and make it match. But I'm getting ready to make some runners. Been figuring it out with this one out of an old bed frame. Gonna make those runners and put me some drawers in right there to put some of my tools in. Made sure we got nice heat, so we're good to go for the winter. One thing you'll notice is a lot of my tools aren't the newest, the latest and greatest. They're some of the older ones. Kind of enjoy getting them running. This is one that I pulled out of storage and I've gone through completely. This spot right here, I've got to make a depth gauge for it yet. This is an old Craftsman planer, or joiner, sorry, that I been working on and then got shoved in storage for a little while. Want to make a table spot for that old Craftsman router. It's one of the few tools I bought new. Got to get that up and going, that scroll saw. I think I'm going to put it there. I do have another one hiding that I like a little better because it's a 2-speed, but I gotta find some parts for it. And most of this stuff has got to get put away. I had it straightened up, but I'll give you a better shop tour as they start getting things going. So eventually I want to be able to get all of that stuff put away. That's just a temporary shelf. This is where all my mechanicing tools are going to go. But yeah, we're just going to be moving along on a few different projects. Be prepared to jump from one thing to the next, because I can't keep going on one project at a time or I get distracted. Like I come out here one day after a snow storm and the water kept dripping on me, so instead of doing what I had to do, we rigged up a little bit of a gutter system that seems to be working pretty good. What else is there? Yeah, just hope you guys enjoy watching the videos and don't mind the rude crudeness and the political incorrectness, because I ain't none of that. But we're just here to kind of help each other out. If you see me doing something, you know a better way I can do it, please. I might be asking you guys for some help as we walk back around. This poor old sander, I've rebuilt it about 6 different times now, and it's about had its better days. Might try and figure out how to fix that. Thought that would be interesting. This old powered hacksaw here has been a real ass kicker, because they don't make a lot of videos on how to, or have a lot of how-tos on how to fix these things. I've been trying to figure that out. Maybe you guys can come up with better ideas. Maybe help me source some of the parts. I'd get into it, but it's buried in that shed, that hacksaw, or that scroll saw I've got. Needs a few parts. And out around in the yard, like I said, we got this old truck to work on. Want to try and put a motor in that truck. It's sitting at a friend of mine's house, but I got an old 66 Dodge that needs rear end needs to be gone through. It's leaking bad. These little guys still need a little bit of work. I want to put some trim up on these corners, kind of take you through. And like I said, all of this and this whole shed's been built out of scrounged pallets. So I hope you enjoy the ride.